I was looking for a real simple, easy red, white, and blue type dessert for 4th of July. I was thinking of tarts and of pies, half blueberry, half raspberry, just all sorts of ideas. And I finally decided I would keep it simple and just make a cheesecake. I looked into swirling some cherry and blueberry or pie fillings in there to make it red, white, and blue, but there was a couple of steps and I'm just, it's late and I'm tired. I want to keep it simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cheesecake and then serve blueberry pie filling and cherry to pie fillings as toppings that people can put on it optionally. I was going to get one of those cheesecake mixes I saw at Dollar Tree, but they didn't have any. So I quickly went online and found a real simple recipe, and still using Dollar Tree ingredients, I'm going to make the cheesecake from scratch. So let's get started. Well, here are my ingredients, and they're all available at the Dollar Tree because that's where I got most of them. The pre-made crust, graham cracker crust. I have 2 eggs. It's going to be a half a cup of sugar, a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I actually got this vanilla at Walmart. And then I picked up in the Dollar Tree refrigerated section, I got 2 boxes of cream cheese. So let's get started. This recipe is from a website called My Food and Family, and I'll put the link below. I let the cream cheese set until it was pretty much room temperature and soft, and now I'm going to put the ingredients in. First are the cream cheese blocks, half a teaspoon, I'm going to eyeball it, of vanilla, and the half a cup of sugar. And then you mix that all together, and according to the recipe, you put the eggs in last. So let's get started with this. All right, that looks pretty well mixed. What I'm going to do now is add the eggs. I have these beautiful brown eggs from my neighbor. I buy a dozen eggs or so every week. They are just wonderful from her chickens in her yard. All right, there's one. And there's the second. They also taste good and bake up really well. So I'm going to mix these up until the egg is completely mixed up with the cream cheese. Now that looks so nice and creamy. I'm going to take it now and pour it into the graham cracker pie crust. Let's get that out. I've preheated the oven to 325, and the recipe says to leave it in there about 40 minutes. Oops, a little bit of cream cheese didn't get mixed up, but that's okay. It'll all melt in. There we go. Fits perfectly. Fits perfectly into the pie crust. Now that's great. Get the last little bit out, and then we'll pop it in the oven until it's done. Again, I think it said 40 minutes, but I cook in a toaster oven, so it could be a little more, a little less. As you know, the best thing you can do is stick a knife in the middle, and that'll tell you if it's done or not. All right, I'm just gonna smooth that out a little bit, but I'm sure it'll bake into position. Well, here it is. I just took it out of the oven. It smells really good. The knife put in it came out clean, but it rose quite a bit. I didn't know cheesecakes could rise. Check that out. It's way above the edge of the pan. So I'm going to let it just set overnight, and we'll see what happens in the morning. But it does smell good, and it's probably delicious. Well, here's my cheesecake. I let it set overnight, and it sunk down to normal proportions. It looks good. It smells really, really good. I have Dollar Tree cherry topping, and I have a Walmart blueberry topping. Imagine that you could probably use one of these toppings to just cover the whole top of it, but I wanted to make this red, white, and blue, so when I make Eddie's, I'm going to just put a little bit of of cherry and a little bit of blueberry for a real 4th of July cheesecake look. So I'm going to cut a piece out and we'll see what he says. Well, I was able to find a red plate here for that patriotic 4th of July touch, so I'm going to put a spoonful here of blueberry pie filling. Oh, that looks so yummy. And I'm going to take a spoonful of this red cherry pie filling and just put it on top. And we do have something very yummy looking here. Well, let's go out and see what Eddie says. Eddie's on the floor, which is actually his favorite place to sit. What do you think about the cheesecake? How's it look?
Oh, it looks phenomenal.
All
Look
right.
at that, everybody. Man.
Why don't you give it a try?
Tell I'm a lucky guy, America. It's terrible. I'm just kidding. That is phenomenal.
You like it?
Very good.
Do you like, is the texture okay?
Everything.
All right.
Let me try it again. Hang on. You guys want to try? Take my word for it. It's great.
All right. Thank you so much, Eddie.
Thank you, baby.
And happy 4th of July to everyone, right?
Yes.
All right. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you so much for watching.